Hey guys, it's me Falco, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you can see my hands and also this box in front of me. I've already opened it, but as you can see, it's from the title of the video, it's a package from Sendico. So it's basically going to include my last shipment I did. A bunch of stuff, Game Boys, DS's, things of a similar nature. Things for me to fix, things for me to kind of just check out. And yeah, either way, let's get started. As I said, I've already opened the box, so I'm hoping you can also see me open the box. This is my first time doing such a thing, so I apologize if anything's terrible. Actually, I'm just going to remove this blue bubble wrap. Okay, so as you can see at the top of the box, we have a couple things already. I'm just going to move the box to the side, actually, and I'm hoping you can still kind of see what's in there. First of all, we have this Latios plush, which I will open up later on. Just grabbing everything out. We have this Latios plush from the Pokemon Center. I think it was from 2014. I'll actually place them there. You should be able to see them, hopefully. This seems to be a DS, of the original DS, but in a teal color. Needs a screen replacement as far as I remember. This is a graphite black DS. Also needs a screen replacement, or two, I think. Over here, we have some nice things. We have, a couple Game Boy colors. We have a purple one and a clear one. You can clearly see there's a bit of screen burn, hopefully, on the camera. I'm not too sure. This one's missing the back and the Nintendo logo there, I think. And this one actually has the back. The purple back isn't too hard to get, so that shouldn't be too bad. But I think all the stickers here are pretty cool. So if we take a look at the stickers closely, hoping the light doesn't reflect too bad off of them, you can see some things here. There's like Banker Survival, a couple of random stickers. Not any characters I seem to recognize, to be honest. So if anyone does know what they are, please let me know. I'll place them there for now. This box may get in the way, but hopefully not too much. Here we have an orange Game Boy. You won't be able to see it properly until we open it up, but it's an orange one. In here we have a green Game Boy Pocket. This Game Boy does need a screen replacement really bad, or maybe at least a lens replacement because it's super scratched. I'll move things over there. I'm hoping you can still see them. If not, you have seen them already. This is just a replacement case because this orange Game Boy is also missing the black cover on the back. I'm not too sure what this Game Boy is in relation to. As far as I know, it may be like the Daisei Hawks. I can't remember the name, but they won a tournament. I think it's a baseball team. So it's a special edition Game Boy Color from Japan. I think it was Japan only, actually. And in here we have a black case to at least make a somewhat okay replacement to the back panel, which is missing. And then finally, sorry about that, I went a bit too close to the camera. And finally in here we have a Game Boy Pocket case, but it is not just a case. Believe you me, it is an actual Game Boy, which I think is pretty cool. Not the Game Boy itself, a Game Boy Pocket, but the case. Like, imagine having this as a kid. Clear case, you have a little hole for the speakers for some reason. Start select, you can press all your buttons, you can see your screen. But your Game Boy is actually held in a nice protective case, no worries. I would have liked something like this as a kid, I think, because I remember trying to use my actual DS case as something similar. But this is a nice pink color. I'm not sure if it's got a different name, maybe Sakura or something similar, but I'm just going to call it pink for now. I know there's cherry, I know there's emerald. This one I think is just green. But yeah, maybe emerald green as far as I know. There's a couple versions of this. But yeah, this is really nice. I've tried it out and it does work. It does work. It's a bit janky. Like I placed it down and the game restarted itself. I don't know whether that's a game problem. But this also needs a bit of a screen repair with either the lens or just to look inside, and there's a bit of residue of like glue here. But either way, that's everything for now. I'm going to open everything up from the packages so you can see them a bit closer. Okay guys, I'm back. I've got everything kind of set up in a way we can kind of look at it in an order. Also had to re-record this part because thank you to my camera for basically, recording with a lot of noise on the screen because of the dark scenery. Either way, let's get started. So this is my Latios plush. Really cool. It looks like something kind of hung onto this. I think, like I said before, 2014. It says there, as you can see. Really cool in my opinion. I'm a big fan of Latios. I have a couple Pokemon things laid about, as you can see here. Games which we're going to use to test. I have a Heart Gold or Silver Ho-Oh card, which I got today as well. That arrived in the mail. And this is really neat. I think I got it for about 1,000 yen. Next thing we are going to look at, in the order, are going to be these. These are the DSs. Both of them do turn on. So they are listed as junk, as they both do need replacements. As you can hear, the lovely DS starting sound. They need screen replacements, as mentioned. So as you can see, some dead pixels here and there. Thankfully, they do play games, and all the buttons do work and whatnot, which is nice. This one does come with a stylus, which is really neat, at least. If I can get it out. Compared to this one, which doesn't have a stylus, which is so useful. But as you can see, the bottom screen for this one looks like the person has used the stylus a bit too hard. I'm not sure how that occurs, to be honest. And I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but yeah, I think it does. You can see how the screen has started to peel in the top. Out of the two, this is the worst condition one. There's some scratching here and here from usage. Some more scratching on the top when the light picks up on it. And overall, it's been used by a smoker, so when you open the console, you can smell the smoke a bit. It's a bit grimy, which needs a bath, like a couple of other consoles, which we're going to look at. But overall, I'm really happy with these two. I think I am going to end up keeping this one. However, after I do fix the screens, this one will have to be either given away to someone or sold at the end of the day. Before we move on to the other consoles, I'll show you this. This is basically just a shell for the Game Boy Color. And I am going to take this off, because this will come in use later for the, not Daisei, which I said earlier, but Daiei Hawks team, which won a tournament in Japan, which I searched up. That's as much as I know. I'm sorry. But speaking of those guys, we'll bring this in. So this is the Daiei Hawks Game Boy Color. Really, really cool. It's orange and clear black on the back. As I said earlier, these are really nice, just getting stickers to remind people of memories and whatnot. However, I am going to have to remove these ones just because I want this console to keep and kind of just keep in a pristine condition, more so than the others. And I think it's really cool. What we are going to do is actually load up the game, or load up a game, and put this backplate on. You can tell it's a slightly lighter color, which is a shame, but at the end of the day, it's as close to the match as I could get to anything else without spending a higher amount of money. We're going to try and put this in the light so you can see it if it turns on. It does turn on, but it's weird. So I can't push it up all the way, otherwise it does this. But turning it on kind of almost the full way makes it load. And then it turns off again. And then it turns on again. It's a bit awkward. Probably going to have to look at the power switch, see if it needs fixing in some way. As you can hear, the sound actually does work. Really cool. Pocket Monsters. Pocket Monster Kin. I do have a save file on here. Am I too far in the game? No, I'm literally at the start. So, as you can see, really clear screen. It's just because of the lighting I'm in currently. But you can run around. The button presses on these are actually really nice, really easy. As I said, the sound does work as well. So if we're just going to remove this and change the batteries out for the other two, which are sitting over to my right, I'll leave that over there. Now let's pull these two over, shall we? I'll move this as well. So, these two. the problem children. They were listed as junk. I'll give them that. However, they both have a few faults to their own. As you can see, there's some I don't know what these things are. Is this screen burn? Is it the lens? It looks like the lens, to be honest. Is there a problem, or maybe something just before it? This one doesn't have a back, so I may reshell it with that black one and find an extra backing case somewhere else once again. Also missing the Nintendo logo. However, this one does turn on without problem, but it doesn't have sound. So this may be a problem with the capacitors. Wires maybe, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'll have to maybe just replace the capacitors because that's what I feel like it will be. Maybe the power one included. But the speaker capacitors on the actual the thing inside the Game Boy, I've forgotten the name. I'm recording this pretty late, but you guys know what I mean. When you open it up, there's the PCB, I think it's called. The capacitors on there need to be replaced probably, but it works fine. Besides that, the button presses, as you can tell, are a bit more sticky. You probably need to clean the buttons up a bit, and the screen looks a bit more drained, to be honest, than the Game Boy. And if we just move on to the next one, once again, I think both of these don't have sound, sadly. But these are really cool. Like I said earlier, the stickers, if anyone knows what they're from, let me know. But those stickers are really, really cool in my opinion. Just because, memories of a kid or whatever, using this Game Boy for years and years, just putting stickers on there with their friends, showing it off. I like this one so much more just because I do have a purple one on my shelf already, which I'll just pick up while this loads. Sorry, while it doesn't even load at all, apparently. I swear this one loaded before. Maybe I'm just lying to myself. It should do. Strange. Oh, is it another situation which we had before where we have to kind of maybe it's just a power switch? Yeah, look. Oh, it does have sound? I feel like I just heard some sound. I heard a little ding, so it's super quiet, it seems. Maybe you need to clean the speaker for this one. Maybe you need to replace the capacitors once again. Another problem with the switch on thing for the power switch, so probably need to clean that out with something like isopropyl alcohol and just do that a bunch of times, and hopefully it fixes itself. Button presses on this one, once again, a bit awkward. But besides that, I think my favourite one out of the Game Boy Colors has to be the Dai Hawks. I think is the name of the team, Game Boy, just because it's one I really wanted to take with me. Now, finally, we have these two lovely things, and one is in a case, as you can tell. So this one, as I said, the case, really, really cool. The pink one is in here. You got a place to kind of latch on your thing, just like this. You have a place to hold your games, a Velcro strap, a place to actually play your Game Boy as well. I'll move this out of the way, at least for now. And here we go. You can tell which one is easily more used than the other. You give me a minute just to get some AAA batteries out of my mouse. I know, a bit awkward. However, we are going to make it work. Shove these in here. This one should hopefully turn on. I don't remember if these guys do actually turn on, but they're just a Game Boy. You can, do the contrast here, volume here, power up here, ABC, start, whatever. ABC, yeah, well done. That's definitely something on the Game Boy. We get that weird sound, like it doesn't start properly. I'm not too sure what that is, to be honest. See, now it's started, hopefully. I'm not too sure what's up with these. They look slightly awkward. I don't know whether it's a problem with the game itself or whether it's a console problem. You can see the screen moving. I was trying to show it off when I last recorded it and had a similar problem. There we go. So you mess about with the contrast and whatnot, and you'll get it working once again. As you can see, Game Freak. And you got Pocket Monsters Red. Haven't even created a save on this, but yeah, at least it loads and it works. I'll turn it off first. I like the pink one, but I think I really am just going to keep this this green one here because I'm a big fan of this green one. What's this? I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but I just found this weird hair which must have fallen out one of the consoles because it wasn't on the desk earlier. So no idea where that's from. Yeah, maybe it's all the way from Japan for all I know. I don't think I took the batteries out. However, a quick switcheroo and we shall be there. Now, as you can see with this one, just a little bit of a problem with the screen. Tiny screen problem. But I think the rest of the case is actually okay besides this. Besides this here, the rest of the case seems okay to me. It's a bit scratched up, but I'm a big fan of the colour. No chance of power for this one, which is a shame. Maybe a power switch problem, could be a power capacitor problem. The screen needs replacing as well. This is a big project for me, probably. I'll probably just do a full replacement with an IPS screen and hopefully get it turning on first of all, more than anything else. If need be, I can use the PCB from this and switch it into here. But hopefully I can get this working. If not, I can always use the shell on this one or something like that. Either way, that is going to be everything as far as I remember. I'll just move everything into a nice orderly fashion so you guys can see everything, hopefully. Apologies for the camera work on this. It's a bit shoddy, just because I've never recorded with my camera before, believe it or not. Actually, just move this one here. Seems like it will fit better. And then we'll move our two lovely DSs just here. I think my favorite pickup is the Yahoo Auctions Game Boy Color. This was not included, but we'll leave it there here. And we'll shove this here, I guess. I suppose we'll shove this somewhere. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Latios. I really love this black graphite DS. Really cool to me. And this Yahoo Auctions like promotional one where they won the tournament is a really, really nice Game Boy Color to me. I may replace the lens with this one here, as I have an extra lens now, basically. And I kind of want to put an IPS one in here, or maybe keep it original. I'm not too sure. Either way, that is everything. Thank you all for watching. I hope this was useful. Sendico is basically a proxy service. I'll leave a link in the description. You can buy stuff from places like Mercari, Mercari, Yahoo Auctions, and a couple other sites. I use Mercari a lot. I use Yahoo Auctions a bit, but Mercari is where I got most of this stuff from. And yeah, search stuff up in Japanese. I believe in everyone. Good luck, and thank you all for watching. If you like the content, please do subscribe and hit the like button. And yeah, hopefully this first video I made using this setup is not too bad, because I'm hopefully going to use it to record myself kind of fixing some of these as well. And yeah, thank you once again. Have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever time it may be for you. And yeah, goodbye.